Mr. Chair, Chief Engineer of LGD, Mr. Akhtar Hussain, and Additional Secretary of Local Government Division, Mr. Sherali. Special guest of Country Director of ADB, Country Director of JICA, and Deputy Country Director of AFD, and other two project directors in the dais, dear audience, dear journalists. Thank you very much for organizing this occasion. And just to make the spontaneous motivation within all the employees and development partners for properly executing all these projects. In starting of my speech, I want to remember with humble respect our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And I am also praying for his departed soul to be in peace. As this is the country, dream country of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. In whole of life, he fought to scale up the image and lifestyle of the common people of Bangladesh. And finally, he had led the country for independence. And after independence, he have declared he will make the country as golden Bangla, that is developed country. Misfortunately, father of the nation, he could not be alive, and later on, some few decades we passed in disgusting situation. After that, whenever our present Prime Minister taking the charge of the Bangladesh, and he have declared a roadmap. That is, and destination is 2041 to transform the country in the level of the developed country. And she made a roadmap to reach the goal. And accordingly, arrange all the country, all the peoples to work together collectively. And for reaching the goal, a roadmap has been prepared, and for the fulfilling the demand of the roadmap, 5-year plan has been taken. And for fulfillment of the successfully all the demand of the 5-year plan, every year giving the extensive budget, and all budget have been implemented. Because of that, our present position compared to earlier is much more better. That is, in economic figure, if I was to figure out that our per capita income level was the 500 below, but now it is 2,800. So in all these development activities, since our independence, actually all the friendly country of the world and the financial organization, they have extended wholehearted cooperation. I definitely has to mention about the Japan within the Asia. Immediate of our independence, they have extended their cooperation for rebuilding Bangladesh. And within the Europe, France is the country who was the frontier country we consider to give the recognition and take the chance to stand behind all the devastated people of Bangladesh. And our relation since now, relation between Japan and France is very, very, compared to anywhere else, is very stronger. And ADB, it is not need to mention, since our independence, as a development partner, they engage with us and they have given the cooperation. So all this cooperation we have taken for the scale of the humanity of Bangladesh is the country of 170 million people. If we compare many countries of the world, it is the largest size of the population. Other than India and China, then if we compare the USA, they are the 52 times bigger country than Bangladesh. But their population is 340 million. We are the 52 times they are higher, and we are in compared to the very small country. But our population is 170 million. But our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he was a foresighted leader, and he was able to realize these peoples once get the chance to use their potentiality, then this country could be promoted in any level of sky. So this is why he have taken the risk to lead the country for independence. So now, actually, we are a small country. 100 years history of Bangladesh. We were suffering food deficiency. But last 15 years, when our present Prime Minister came in power, we do not need to import any fundamental food grain. So we are producing the food from our own sources. Food, vegetable, fish, and everything we are doing by our own sources, by using the same people. Though we are seriously submerged under poverty. So anyway, there is a lot of potentiality. At this moment, I need to mention that is Bangladesh is borrowing the money. But Bangladesh never ever failed to service the loan. And moreover, there is a lot of controversiality within the within our media that we are borrowing huge money. So what is the big burden is going? We are taking. So, but you see, actually, standard as a developing country, by this time I think everybody is aware. We have been qualified to be graduated as a developing country. So, in context of the developing country, if the borrowing is 64% of GDP, is much more safe. For developed country, it could be higher. Like USA, they are super few days back. I have seen their borrowing is about 123% of their GDP. But we are developing country, so that but at this moment, so far I know, our borrowing is less than 32%. So we are in a very, I think, very smart position. Beside that, our many basic, fundamental infrastructure already been is completed, like the Podda Bridge, like the flyover and elevated express, metro rail, and rural connectivity, because LGD is doing the rural connectivity mostly. So at this moment, after taking the charge of the ministry, with the collaboration of all you people, I have taken a lead to construct all that infrastructure sustainable one, so that it will be meaningful and it will give continuous support to us. Anyway, so there is a huge rural connectivity have been established by this time. So all the causes, our income generation of the all individual, common people is going ahead. And ultimately, cumulative figure, our GDP is going up day by day. So, though recently whole over the world is facing lot of bitter situation because of the COVID, because of Ukraine war, and now the Israel and Gaza war, all these things, all over the world is unrest. In such a situation, even after that, whenever we are going to give our deep attention for analysis our rural, our internal economy, that it is growing, and in a very much appreciable level. Our export is, I think, still it is very good, is going up, and our agriculture is fantastic, and our foreign remittance, all these causes, I think we are in very good shape. So now, actually, I don't have any apprehension. As a native, I want to say we has to be courageous because we have a good leader, visionary leader. We have spent our time of life after assassination of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. The 21 years was ruled, other than the only total 25 years. But we could not find any ray of changing of our life. But after taking the charge of the present Prime Minister, you see continuously we are going up. Yes, there is some sort of the controversiality everywhere, in growing economy, in very peaceful countries, and where the people's could are, according to the statistical report, there we can find out that all these countries are a peaceful country and the law and order is fantastic. This, that. Even after that, there is a lot of controversiality there. But we have some sort of that. Might be some people have a different opinion, but it is true. It is the first time. Because of the leadership of Sheikh Hasina, the country is continuously going at all the parameters of economy and society, law and order. I have a lot of memory. So I think everybody have what was the situation of us. So even after that, but now why I have mentioned all these things, just as because this launching ceremony have been organized by our chief engineer, express thanks, and I also express thanks to all the development partner. They spontaneously joined and they have given their speech, and by heart they have a feeling about the Bangladesh. And I am delighted also to see all these engineers and the staffs of LGD that you came over here and assembled to success the launching ceremony. So this launching ceremony is okay. I am going to open, but the thing is that because it is my country, so this way, that way, whoever making money or where the development is going ahead, where the bridge will be constructed, where the road is constructed, might be I will not never ever get the chance, and you will never ever get the chance to drive the car over that road in that particular area. But even after that, the cumulative figure, cumulative output, you will nationally get. So finally, end of the day, you will also be benefited. My country once benefited. That is all the just I am sharing with the Mr. Edinburgh, just to finance for the rural development, especially for bridge. Just I am telling you, because there is a good scope in there. Once we can establish the connectivity, because everywhere, every people, because of huge program have been taken by the present government, and so everybody is getting chance to make them income generative. Everybody is making money. Everybody is producing something else. So it is our responsibility, being a government, to facilitate them for market network and for selling their product, and so facilitate them for to going ahead of their income generation. And lot of program have been taken already in our hand. We are working for that. So once the connectivity could be established, but all the connectivity has to be established very properly, perfectly. Southern Chattogram project and UGIAP, this project, IUGIP, this both the project I know. And last 5 years I was the minister of this ministry. This is many numbers of times I appeared here and delivered my speech. I did not only deliver the speech, but I was your eye and you all people. And I feel some connectivity already been developed within you and me. And I personal urge at this moment is that you please come forward. You are doing very nicely, because I could not be in miser. I must have to give the recognition. Compared to earlier, all the engineers of the LGD and all other, also our public health and the other organization under my ministry, everybody is doing very perfectly their job. So, and this is actually our responsibility, this is our satisfaction. You are saying that I'm sharing many things else with my office and the chief engineer about the job satisfaction. So why job satisfaction I'm relating here, and why it is so important? Because in whole over the world, a lot of time have been over, and people finally realize once I can make my space to the psychology of the people for extracting output. This is the best way, other than the forcing or other than the pressuring. So once you are spontaneous to deliver your delegated responsibility properly, then output will be quality one, quantity, and it will be very useful one. So this is why I am sharing with our, I told many times, everywhere always, job satisfaction. That is on-time promotion, on recruitment, whatever the adequate numbers of the employee has to be recruited, and proper posting, so that the dissatisfaction will not be nice. I think by this time, this arena also have a lot of improvement. And our chief engineer, present chief engineer and field source also work. I also extend my respect to the Kamur Islam Siddiqui, those who are actually the idol of the LGD. So from then time, many numbers of chief engineers have delivered their responsibility, but I believe that President Chief Engineer also doing his wholehearted effort giving. So anyway, so why I'm mentioning all these things? I'm mentioning all these things, it has to be quality one. The development partners, they are giving the fund. But you are taking the responsibility of paying back the money. You are taking the loan, and money has to be back. How will you back the money? That is, you means that state will back the money. Once this money do not borrow, do not produce anything else, it did not generate anything else. So one drain you have constructed, one small road you are constructing, or any other infrastructure. If it is a quality one, if it is a very productive one, it is a very useful one, and it, so that indirectly you calculate that a lot of time saving of the dwellers will be there, and all this timeline of the money. So if we calculate, then we can work out, we can figure out that there is a lot of income generation is there. So once it is not a very good one, and beside that, one thing I have to point out, that there is a water, waste, sewerage, and many things else. Whenever we will take any project, it must be productive one. So you have to be ensured, you have to calculate like this way, you have to study like this way, whether it will be actually outputable. or not. And many projects could be somewhere else they have experience, but in context of Bangladesh environment and Bangladesh society-wise, might be it is not that much competent to be accepted. So we have to negotiate. We have to be very practical, and we have to work out for that whether this project will be, especially waste management. So there is a lot of offer continuously coming to me, and many people are telling that this way, that way, that is recycling, segregation, compaction, this way, that fertilizer making, gas making, and electricity making. But you must be very, very, very analytically. You have to be confirmed. You have to be convinced that this project will be useful. So, but as you are taking the finance loan, and you have to pay back. But if it is not outputable, there is, you see, Bangladesh now, it is not the poor country. So everybody's per capita income is rising, per capita consumption is rising, per capita waste generation is rising. So, and continuously, because we have actually prediction to scale up the country as a middle income country, higher middle income country. Once your country will be higher middle income, 4,500 minimum per capita has to be, per capita income has to be $4,500. So once even $4,500, then the consumption of the people will much more rise. So there is a big challenge is becoming the waste. So how could you manage? You are set up in some plant, but this plant is, what extent it is sustainable one, what extent it is outputable, you have to rethink. And once anybody tell anything else, have shown anything else, but I will accept it, and I have invested money, then later on how could I can pay back the money? If it is not useful, it is not if it is not useful, it is not income generated. So this is why I think everywhere, everybody, I express my thanks and gratitude to the all development partners, those who are actually spontaneously come forward to finance Bangladesh, but it is our responsibility when we will borrow any money, will accept any foreign loan offer, then definitely we have to be very calculative, and we have to be give very deep concentration for study, whether all these things, every component you have to study. And I was like to use one term, that is found foolish spending wise is not the right policy. That is, whenever you will go to buy anything else, whenever you will go to do anything else, but it must be quality one. So might be few money will go more. That's no matter. Money will go one time. A benefit will be continuous, or reverse hassle will be continuous. So which one I will accept? So I think whenever anything else we are doing, now I just sharing with a country director, Mr. Moore, we are doing all the bridges with the consultation with the Prime Minister. And within the 100 meter, there is no pier. So all the RCBs are going to be constructed, so that navigation facility is not interrupted, and hydrological, morphological, and geological, all the study has to be done. So now one project, I think LGD is preparing, it is about $1 billion cost will be required for whole over Bangladesh, many bridges. All these bridges, once we can establish, then it will give tremendous input for income generation. So I don't like to go more into area to penetrate. I believe that you, all the peoples, will spontaneously do your duty, which you are continuously doing last 5 years. I am watching that everybody is very spontaneously doing their job. So I think these two projects, not only these two projects, all the projects, whatever we have in hand, and this is the actually might be we can take it as a ceremonial one. That is, we are doing ceremony for these two projects, but all the projects we will take the responsibility for completion on time, in quality one, productive, and very useful for all the peoples. So, in concluding of my speech, I am expressing my thanks to all the engineers of LGD and the staff of LGD and the foreign development partners and all the special guests in dais and the dear journalists. Thank you very much. Thank you all of everybody. And now I do hereby declare the launching workshop open. Thank you.